Hello YouTube, and beyond. My name's Braden Cole. I've been gaming for approximately 21 years, and today I woke up this morning with my hair messy, with my jammy jams on, and I looked over at my game console rack, and I'm like, you know what I haven't done? The Nintendo 64. It's been done to death, but guess what? In 1996, when I was a 6-year-old toddler, I was given the privilege to own a Nintendo 64 the year it was launched via Santa Claus, even though my dad played it more than I did. GoldenEye. Anyway, it's sitting right over there, the same unit, and we're going to be doing a review, so stay tuned. Like I stated previously, we're talking about a legend, and that's the Nintendo 64. 64 bits. Get in or get out. And that was their slogan, because you really got into the games that you played on the Nintendo 64. And while technically it was outdated, it utilized what it had so well, and it perfected what video games in the past were, and made them brilliant. The Nintendo 64. If you look at the front here, right out of the box, it's got 4 controller ports. No multi-tap, unlike the PlayStation 1, for all you haters. Then you got your neon light that indicated that the machine was on. Typical for most consoles. And then, ingrained in plastic is the name of this unit, the Nintendo 64. And it should be engraved in diamond on top of the world, because this console will live on forever, because it revolutionized gaming. Typical of Nintendo, however, to revolutionize gaming. That's what they do. Nintendo 64 got your reset button, and it works great, but when you were a kid, I know this is the case for me, your hands weren't always the cleanest when you were a child, and you know, you'd get some dirt and stuff in there from when you were playing outside. You didn't mind to get your controller a little stickier. You eat the Cheetos, and you go and you press the reset button, and I like to stay down a little bit. I got it cleaned out though. Your on-off switch, it's just very simple. You open this up right here. This is for memory expansion, and it's just a little, I don't want to take it out. Memory expansion for certain games like Donkey Kong 64 and Perfect Dark. And then right here, it's a vent, which didn't have a lot of moving parts, so, you know, it's not, a lot of vents aren't technically required. Then, this is where the magic happened. Right below the word Nintendo, this cartridge slot right here, you were able to play games like Star Fox 64, Pokemon Snap, and arguably the best game in the world. Not the best game in my opinion, but just arguably The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I want to tell you a little something about this. Cartridges were outdated at the time, and it was all about CDs. But here's the thing. No load times on these, and you probably already know that. But another thing is, they had perfected the cartridge deal. Let me show you what I mean. When you press down, it simply goes in. No force. I didn't use any muscle, almost at all. I mean, it was just a simple little press. And to pull it out, it's just as easy. It literally just slides out. Slides in, slides out. And I'm dead serious. I probably don't even have to lift up the console when I pull the game out. I mean, it's really simple. And that can't be said for a lot of other consoles, like the Sega Genesis Model 1, for instance. I had to rip that out. And then the Super Nintendo even had it. Anyway, you look in the back here, and here's what's cool about this. This shares the same audio-visual out as the Super Nintendo and the GameCube, which is cool. And then the power supply was pretty cool itself, because there was no boxes and stuff to really get in your way. And it had a 2-prong out, which is just something that's basically mandatory today. Nintendo 64. got this for Christmas in 1996, and my dad is the one who bought it for me for Christmas. And guess what? I didn't get to see it for like 4 or 5 months because he was constantly playing GoldenEye. Got your controller here, and arguably this is a bad model, or a bad controller. It's one of the worst controllers, a lot of people say, but I disagree. I don't see how it's bad really at all. I used to play it like this when I was a child. Hold it like this. But I noticed myself integrating over here now that my hands have grown and triggering the Z button with my middle finger, so it still works. I don't see the big deal. I can play with it. And you would also have your little memory packs and stuff like that you could put in there. Not all games required it, but some like Quest 64 and a couple other games did. Some wrestling games. And this beast is a trimmer pack. Fully equipped with 32 bits of memory. Oh man, that's a beast, huh? And it really does trimmer. It shakes. If I left it on here and let it shake, it would probably knock the pop cans off my desk. The Nintendo 64. Now, a lot of people don't like it because it was cartridge based. A lot of people don't like it because no full motion video. A lot of people don't like it because sound quality was a little Guess what it did? Exactly what it was supposed to do. Play video games. And it doesn't matter what format you play video games on, or how well the audio is coming out of it, or just in general, it's about how it plays. And they played fantastic. I mean, and they looked great. So, that's it. You guys, subscribe if you like the video. And, stay tuned for more episodes.